I'm in my car. Driving, Miss Daisy. Well, just been informed that I have been officially terminated due to speaking our rights. Speaking our rights, unsafe working environment, broken driver seats, no restrooms, uh, poor planning, no brakes, um, uh, many splits, um, 23 sideswipe accidents. Speaking up for change, I feel good. I feel good. I just had to run an errand, but listen, it's okay. It's okay because that's why we have labor laws that protect us. That's why we have rights under the state of California, under United States of America. We have rights that must be followed in the state of California. I know we fall under some of the states are like a right to work state, different rules. I know the Perbs, December 14th, December 15th, 16th. It's going to be an excellent day. If you're making a comment, or I can't see your comments because I'm driving, but just know that Lauren Skyver and her followers have violated our labor rights. My labor rights have violated my labor rights. And they will have to compensate. They will have to compensate for the errors made. The compensation could be they can give us our job back and let us get back to normal. The main thing is when you bring up safety issues and safety concerns, people don't want to hear that because they're finding a way to spend the operations money in other ways that the person that's blind to it, they're not aware of what's going on because we as employees don't really care. I never really cared of what Lauren Skyvers spent the money on. If she went on vacations, physical year, spending $120,000, I really never cared about that. But the minute I started caring is when there's no money being put in driver seats, there's no money being put in infrastructure, bus stops with restrooms in it for the operators. There's no planning. There's no money put in planning for these garbage splits that they put on the routes. These 15-hour days, these side swipes. There's no money put in operations, operators' pockets. There's money put in operations, but the higher ups are making the money. Like I said, I never really cared about what vacations they took or what they did or how they did it. But when it started coming to they're taking more away from us, that's when it was time to stand up and say, you know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We're not going to take it no more. And it doesn't really matter how they feel. Labor laws supersede company policy. So, with that being said, these are my views, not of Sunline, not Sunline views. These are my opinions, not of Sunline's opinions. I will update. I'm supposed to get some information in the mail today or email today. I will have to I'm gonna take a break, take a day off, and then I'm gonna hit back and start going through the literature and start figuring out where is all the money being spent, and exposing it hardcore, much more exposing. It's not going to stop because they terminate me, because now it's got to go to second level, and then it's got to go to arbitration, and it's okay. It's all right. It is all right, because I know it's going to be posted on that board. Labor violation. Yeah. Where is the money for operators? There's still no contract. I know that there's so much that they have to go through as far as with attorneys and international and governors and all that stuff before a strike is brought down. I know there's a lot of red tape behind it, but I just want to ask you guys something. Okay, I know we all need money. We all need to work overtime. Okay, so by you working all this overtime, you're making the system work. You're not forcing Sunline to hire people and respect people that are working there. You're allowing them to make the system work for them. The minute you get in an accident because your body is tired, you haven't had a day off in 30 days. I mean, ask yourself. I understand there a lot of situation, a lot of people's situation. We all need money. It's the fact of the matter is, the strike. You got to be prepared. If you're working all this overtime, you're gonna have to stack up the money, because if you can't survive, on what you make, which none of us can survive what we make at Sunline. That's why most of the employees there have second jobs, or they work their life. They work overtime. They're working themselves to death. Why? Because the pay is not sufficient. With all that we have to pay and take out, it's not working. So you're almost forced to slave, to give up the time that you have with your family to try to make the system work and pay your bills. So I would say the word to the wise is that people need to stack up their money and get ready if and when the strike is done. I mean, it's pulled through and they go through with it. I did ask a question. What would happen if all the operators walked off the property and didn't show up to work? I did ask a question to an official outside the realm, and I guess if the membership decided to walk off the property, then I mean, I guess it's because it's not a sanctioned strike, then they could terminate. If the membership decided to walk off, and it's I like I said, I have to dig into it and really find out. I mean, because this is going outside the realm of going with it. But if we're all coming to work and working mad overtime trying to pay our bills, trying to help make the system work. It's sad for the people. Pay a driver overtime to come in and work mad overtime, and I just wish that they don't get in accidents, because the minute there's a major fatality, I would be the one to pull the books, see how many days off that person has had, and see how many splits he has in his shift, and how many hours a day is he stuck at the company. And God forbid that would ever happen, but that's something to think about. Something to think about is you're not. It's not just you. You have 15, 20 lives on your hands, and you don't have any days off, and you don't have any rest. And you have 3-hour splits, 2-hour splits, and you're there 15 hours a day. There's something to think about. That's somebody's kids. That's somebody's mom. That's somebody's dad, uncle, brother. That's riding that bus. So just food for thought. Don't work yourself to death. Don't make the system work. If you want change comes with us. Change. If all the drivers decided nobody's going to work overtime, don't work overtime for a whole month. Let's see how quick that contract will come. I guarantee you, the temporary walking papers that they give to go through the process and all this stuff. They're just trying to make it hard on people to think, oh, well, you have no faith because look, they terminated us. It's all good. It's all good. Because you have to stand up for what you believe. Safety, change. I would say ask each other, is it worth not working for a month? Not working overtime for a month, and protest. Sorry, people trying to call my phone while I'm doing a live stream. They're trying to call me when I'm doing a live stream, trying to interrupt. Yeah, okay. Food for thought. 1 month, no overtime. 1 month, no overtime, and you can't say that I'm getting paid, hey, I'm not getting paid. I would say 1 month, no overtime. Don't work any overtime. 1 month and protest of a contract. No overtime. No overtime. Guys, you guys got to stand up. It's just me and Joey. You have to stand up. If you don't stand up, you're gonna be run over. They're gonna run over you left and right. You work for an occult leader. I mean, and that's what I call her, because all these people follow the occult.
By the workers.
The
How
workers.
come the union doesn't call that?
The union. They had a union meeting.
Right.
Yeah.
But the workers can't call it the walkout.
No, the union can't. The workers can't call it walkout, but it's the union. But the union, the union is they say they have to go through steps with Gavin Newsom, international law. They got to go. There's a process they have to go through. But I asked somebody else. I said, what happens if all the membership decided just to walk out? Didn't show up to work one day.
If they may do like Reagan did, fire them all.
Fire them all, yeah. But well, you can't even hire a driver right now.
Oh, the people will work.
Oh no.
You think so?
No, hell no. Who would want to work for a company that you're working 35 years and you get shit?
But they don't know.
Huh?
New guy doesn't know that.
Well, a new guy doesn't know that, but but he's going to be aware. You got to be
Absolutely
aware.
higher.
Yeah,
Okay, let's put it this way. You're talking about not overtime, right?
yeah.
Okay, the people that are working overtime may need that money to feed their kids.
Okay, so how do they want to go on strike if they can barely make it working overtime? How are they going to be supportive of a strike if they got to work overtime to make it?
Not to go to McDonald's.
Don't go to McDonald's. That's what Roy says. Don't go to McDonald's.
That's right. Cook at home.
Cook at home. Don't go to McDonald's.
That's right.
Don't go to McDonald's for a month. Buy beans and rice.
That's right. Potato. And potatoes.
Beans and rice and potatoes. Clamp it down.